Good morning. Welcome into the Morning Wager here on Pickdawgz YouTube and Pickdawgz.com. I'm Mark Zinno on this Monday, September 22nd, and we are coming off another amazing weekend in football. Last weekend, we swept the college slate. This weekend, we swept the NFL slate. A 7-2 weekend overall, continuing to bring home winners for you guys. So I saw that some of you all got on the 3-day package. I keep telling you, that's the smartest thing to do. Jump it in Friday, get the 3-day package, get the entire weekend of picks. That's the way to go. It's on my premium page, best value you can get out there. So keep doing that each and every week. But certainly make sure you guys go to the premium page for all of the options that you have to get the plays that we're putting out. It was another really good week. We're seeing the board really, really well, and probably, should have had a better result in the Miami of Ohio UNLV game on Saturday for those of you who tailed. That was kind of a gut punch loss the way it all worked out, but we were on the right side there. UNLV was not the right side. They were the winning side, but they were not the right side, and those are two different things. Anyway, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button on this content, drop a comment below, let me know what you guys think of these videos, what games you're on. Always love hearing from you guys, and it's been a good 2 weeks here in football, so we're going to keep it humming as best we can. Last week on Monday night, we had another good night, so we're going to look to do it again here as the Ravens and Lions play. So let's get into the plays for today. Ravens, Lions, first half. Ravens minus 3.5. Has anybody noticed the Ravens somewhat are untrustworthy in the second half? Oh, I have. See week 1 against the Buffalo Bills. But this is a good enough team to build a lead against a bad Lions team. And, they're not bad, but they're just kind of untrustworthy more than anything else. I look at this Lions team, and you look at Jared Goff's home road splits throughout his career, they're really bad. You saw what happened in week 1 in Green Bay. The offense was completely inept. They were beaten off the ball by a much better defense. The Ravens have a defense that's every bit as good as the Green Bay Packers. It's a different version when you're at home versus the Bears and you drop 52 on them. Yeah, that's a different conversation versus what we're looking at here on the road on Monday night in one of the toughest places to play in the NFL at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, and facing a defense like the Ravens. So we're going to take the Ravens minus 3.5 in the first half. Now we're going to get into the prop world over the next 3 plays. So let's go Ravens wide receiver Zay Flowers over 69.5 yards. If you look at the last 2 weeks, the primary receiver for both those teams went over this number. And that includes, the week 1 game where the Packers didn't have to throw that much, because they got an early lead and they were able to run and they were able to pound it down the Lions' throat. Still, there was plenty to go around here. Last week against the Bears, even though they got blown out, Rome Odunze still had over 100 yards receiving. This is still the primary target for Lamar Jackson. The requisite target share is going to be there for Zay Flowers, so we like him to go over this 69.5 yards tonight. Let's go to the Lions for our next selection, and running back Jahmyr Gibbs over 3.5 receptions. Now, in a game where the Ravens are expected to get a lot of pressure, Jahmyr Gibbs as an outlet valve is going to be a massive part of the game for Jared Goff, and he certainly likes throwing to him. Gibbs has covered this number in 7 of the last 8 games. He had 9 receptions in his last game against Baltimore 2 years ago. And Cleveland's top 2 running backs last week, and James Cook in week 1. Last week there were 8 receptions total, and James Cook had 5 in week 1. So because they think the game script lends to the Lions throwing more, I think that's going to be a lot of opportunities there for Jahmyr Gibbs to get over this 3.5 receptions. So let's put him down for our third play. And then the final play that we're going to look at is DeAndre Hopkins' longest reception over 13.5 yards. Hopkins is not a volume guy. He's only going to get 2 to 3 catches a game. But this number is low enough here that we can look at it. He's a deep ball threat. The Lions struggle in deep ball coverage, and that is where the Ravens can take advantage. The secondary is really bad. The Lions are allowing 67% completion percentage on deep throws with 7.7 yards per attempt. So, yeah, I think that when you look at this opportunity here, DeAndre Hopkins, he had 2 receptions in week 1 and week 2 with catches of 29 and 41 yards in those games. 3 of those 4 catches would have beaten this line. I think, he's going to get something somewhere in the neighborhood of a 20-yard reception. And by the way, every time they get at the top of the high red area, around the 20-yard line, he's the guy that they're going to look to streaking towards the end zone. So let's go DeAndre Hopkins over 13 and a half receiving yards here for this one. Again, 4 plays all in the Monday Night Football game here. Ravens first half -3.5. Zay Flowers over 69.5 receiving yards. Jahmyr Gibbs over 3.5 receptions. DeAndre Hopkins over 13.5 yards longest reception. So good start to the week. Feeling good about things. Let's keep it going. We're going to get back to baseball tomorrow, but we will get right back to the NFL on Thursday, and college will continue to stay hot. Guys, check the leaderboard out. We're there for a reason. Our process is good right now. We're seeing the board really well, and we're going to keep it up for you guys as best we can. So, again, go to my premium page over at Pickdawgz. We'll have a play in the Monday night game for you guys. Go there and get it. And we will also have probably some props sprinkled in as well tonight. So we have a lot to look at. But go to my premium page over at pickdawgz.com and make sure you smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, so every day when the morning wager comes out, you can be alerted to it. Continue to check out Top Dogs with me and Jeremy Kahn, College Edition, NFL Edition, a lot of good information given out, actionable picks for you guys that we can jump on, and I feel really good about where we are. Anyway, all right, go enjoy the Monday night game. Enjoy the rest of your Monday. Go cash some tickets. We'll talk to you tomorrow.